Welcome to the exciting world of PHP. Prepare to embark on a journey into one of the most widely used and versatile server-side scripting languages on the web. We're thrilled to have you join us as we explore the ins and outs of this powerful technology. What's up, guys? Brad here, and I'm stoked to be your guide through this PHP adventure. I've been working with PHP for years, and I'm excited to share my knowledge and experience with you. Whether you're a complete beginner or have some programming experience, this series is designed to help you master PHP from the ground up. Today we're diving headfirst into PHP, unraveling its mysteries and discovering its incredible potential. We'll start with the fundamentals and gradually work our way up to more advanced concepts, ensuring you have a solid understanding of how PHP works and how you can use it to build amazing web applications. PHP is the language powering a huge chunk of the web. Seriously, you'd be surprised how many of the sites you visit every day rely on PHP behind the scenes. From small personal blogs to massive social networks, PHP is the workhorse that keeps things running smoothly. It's a testament to its reliability, scalability, and ease of use. At its core, it's a server-side scripting language, which means it's executed on the web server rather than in the user's web browser. This is a crucial distinction that gives PHP a lot of power and flexibility, meaning the code runs on the server, not in your browser. This is what allows PHP to perform tasks that client-side languages like JavaScript can't, such as interacting with databases, handling user authentication, and generating dynamic content. The browser simply receives the final output, typically in the form of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This lets PHP connect to databases, allowing you to store and retrieve information, manage user accounts, and build data-driven applications. Whether you're building an e-commerce site, a social network, or a content management system, PHP's database connectivity is essential. It can also manage sessions, which are a way to store information about a user across multiple page requests. This is crucial for things like user logins, shopping carts, and personalized experiences. Without session management, each page request would be treated as a completely new interaction, making it impossible to maintain user state and build dynamic sites that adapt to user input and data changes. Instead of serving static HTML pages, PHP can generate HTML on the fly, based on user actions, database queries, and other factors. This allows you to create truly interactive and engaging web experiences, before sending HTML to users, ensuring a seamless and personalized experience. The user's browser then interprets this HTML and displays the web page accordingly. This entire process happens in a fraction of a second, providing a fast and responsive user experience. Despite new technologies constantly emerging, PHP remains a dominant force in the web development landscape. Its maturity, large community, and extensive ecosystem of frameworks and libraries make it a reliable and cost-effective choice for many projects. Consider WordPress, the world's most popular content management system, or Facebook, the social media giant, and Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. All use it extensively. These are just a few examples of the many high-profile websites that rely on PHP to deliver their content and functionality. Learning PHP opens doors to a wide range of opportunities in the web development world. It's a valuable skill that can help you land a job, build your own business, or simply create amazing things online. From custom WordPress themes and plugins, allowing you to tailor your website to your exact needs. PHP is the backbone of WordPress, and understanding it will give you complete control over your website's design and functionality. To full-stack apps with frameworks like Laravel, providing a structured and efficient way to build complex web applications. Laravel simplifies many common development tasks, such as routing, authentication, and database management, allowing you to focus on building the unique features of your application. So, what actually happens when you visit a PHP site? First, your browser requests a page from the web server, just like any other website. This request is sent over the internet using the HTTP protocol. Then, the server runs the PHP code associated with that page, processing any data, querying the database, and generating the HTML. Finally, you get the final HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which your browser renders to display the web page. The PHP code stays hidden on the server, ensuring that your sensitive logic and data remain protected. This is a key advantage of server-side scripting languages like PHP, making it secure and powerful for handling sensitive information and complex operations. PHP has a number of built-in security features to help protect your applications from common web vulnerabilities. All of this makes PHP ideal for creating interactive web experiences that respond to user actions and data changes. From simple contact forms to complex e-commerce platforms, PHP can handle it all. In this guide, we'll cover everything you need to get started with PHP, from the very basics to more advanced topics. We'll break down complex concepts into easy-to-understand explanations and provide plenty of examples to help you learn by doing. We'll start by setting up your development environment, ensuring you have the tools you need to write and run PHP code. This includes installing a web server, PHP interpreter, and a code editor. Then we'll dive into learning the syntax of PHP, exploring its data types, operators, and control structures. We'll cover everything you need to know to write basic PHP programs. And finally, we'll put your knowledge to the test by building real projects that demonstrate the power and versatility of PHP. These projects will give you hands-on experience and help you solidify your understanding of the language. We'll explore variables, the fundamental building blocks of any programming language, learning how to store and manipulate data. We'll also cover control structures like if statements and loops, which allow you to control the flow of your code and make decisions based on different conditions. And functions, which are reusable blocks of code that can be called from anywhere in your program. We'll delve into handling user data submitted through forms, learning how to validate and sanitize input to prevent security vulnerabilities, and even connecting to a database, allowing you to store and retrieve data persistently. We'll focus on MySQL, one of the most popular database systems used with PHP. My goal is simple: to get you comfortable and confident writing PHP code, understanding its core principles, and applying it to real-world scenarios, so that you can build your own PHP projects, whether it's a simple website, a complex web application, or anything in between. The possibilities are endless. So, without further ado, let's fire up our code editors and get started on this exciting PHP journey. I'm confident that by the end of this series, you'll have the skills and knowledge you need to build amazing things with PHP. Let's do this. Before you dive into writing PHP code and building dynamic web applications, it's absolutely essential to set up a proper local development environment. Think of it as your personal coding playground, a safe space where you can experiment, test, and refine your code without affecting any live websites or servers. To get started, you're going to need a local development environment. This essentially means creating a mini server right on your own computer. This local server will mimic a live web server, allowing you to run PHP code, interact with databases, and see your website come to life, all without needing an internet connection. It's like having a mini server on your computer, a virtual space where you can build and test your PHP projects in isolation. This approach ensures that any errors or bugs you encounter during development won't impact a live website, giving you the freedom to experiment and learn without fear of breaking anything. The easiest and most efficient way to create this local server is with a software stack. These stacks are pre-packaged bundles containing all the necessary components for PHP development, saving you the hassle of installing and configuring each element individually. Popular options include XAMPP, which is a great choice for Windows users, or MAMP, which is specifically designed for Mac users. Both of these software stacks provide a user-friendly interface and simplify the process of setting up your local development environment. These stacks conveniently bundle together Apache, which is the web server software, MySQL, the database management system, and PHP, the programming language itself. This means you don't have to install each of these components separately, making the setup process much smoother and faster. To get started, simply download and install either XAMPP or MAMP, depending on your operating system. The installation process is generally straightforward, with clear instructions to guide you through each step. Once installed, launch the software and start the Apache and MySQL servers. You'll typically see a control panel where you can manage these services. Make sure both Apache and MySQL are running, indicated by a green light or a similar visual cue. Now, to make your PHP files accessible through your local server, you need to place them in the designated web directory. In XAMPP, this is usually the hdocs folder. MAMP has a similar folder, often called ww. This folder acts as the root directory for your local web server. Once your files are in the correct directory, you can access your projects at or in your browser. This will point your browser to your local server, allowing you to view and interact with your PHP applications. Now that your server is up and running, you'll need a good code editor to write and manage your PHP code. For code editing, I highly recommend using VS Code. It's a fantastic editor. It's completely free, incredibly powerful, and boasts a wide range of excellent PHP extensions that can significantly enhance your coding experience. Of course, there are other great options available as well. Other options include Sublime Text, which is known for its speed and simplicity, or PHP Storm, a dedicated IDE, integrated development environment specifically designed for PHP development. To make your coding experience even better, install a PHP extension like IntelliFence in VS Code. These extensions provide valuable features that can save you time and effort. They offer features like syntax highlighting, which makes your code easier to read, code completion, which suggests code snippets as you type, and error detection, which helps you identify and fix mistakes quickly. With your local development environment fully ready and your code editor set up with the right extensions, you're now perfectly set to start coding PHP on your own machine and embark on your web development journey. Alright, let's dive right in and start writing some PHP code. We're going to cover the fundamentals in this section, so get ready to get your hands dirty. We'll start with the basic syntax and then move on to variables, data types, and operators. Every PHP script needs to be enclosed within specific tags, so the server knows it's PHP code. Start your scripts with the opening tag and always remember to close with. Anything outside these tags will be treated as plain text or HTML. One of the powerful features of PHP is that you can seamlessly embed PHP code directly within your HTML files. This allows you to dynamically generate content on your web pages. You can embed PHP in HTML files. Anything inside the PHP tags is processed by the PHP engine as PHP code, allowing you to mix static HTML with dynamic PHP output. This is how you create interactive and data-driven websites. To get started, let's create a new file named in your web server's document root, typically the htdocs folder if you're using XAMPP. This file will serve as our playground for experimenting with PHP. Now let's add a simple statement, like, to test if everything is set up correctly. This line of code will output the text, "Hello World," to your web browser. Save the file and access it through your browser using. If you see the message, congratulations, PHP is working. Now let's talk about variables. Variables in PHP are used to store data, and they always start with a $, which is a unique characteristic of PHP. For example, you might declare a variable like. This assigns the string value Brad to the variable. One of the things that makes PHP easy to learn is that PHP is loosely typed, meaning you don't have to explicitly define the data type of a variable. In PHP, so you don't need to declare variable types, just assign values to them, and PHP will automatically determine the appropriate type. This makes coding faster and more flexible. Let's go over some common data types. We have strings, which are sequences of characters enclosed in single or double quotes, integers, which are whole numbers without any decimal points, floats, which are numbers with decimal points, booleans, which represent true or false values, arrays, which are collections of data, and objects, which are instances of classes. Now, let's move on to operators. Operators let you perform various operations like doing math, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, assign values to variables, using the assignment operator, and perform comparisons like checking for equality, inequality, greater than, or less than. Understanding these basics, variables, data types, and operators, is crucial because they are the fundamental building blocks for constructing all your PHP logic and creating dynamic web applications. Practice using them, and you'll be well on your way to mastering PHP. Now let's make your code smart with control structures. Use statements to run code only when a condition is true. Add for what happens if the condition is false. Use to check multiple conditions in sequence. For cleaner code with many possible values, use a statement with blocks and loops. Let you repeat code loops, run a set number of times. Loops run as long as a condition is true, and is perfect for arrays. These structures let you control the flow and logic of your applications. As your code grows, avoid repetition by using functions. A function is a reusable block of code. Define it once, call it anywhere. Use the keyword, name your function, and add parentheses and curly braces. Example: functions can take parameters for flexibility call with. Functions can also return values using. Example: functions keep your code clean and organized and easy to maintain. Let's handle user input with forms. HTML forms collect data, PHP processes it. The forms attribute points to your PHP file, is usually post for sensitive data. Submitted data is available in PHP via superglobals for post, for get. Access form values by their input like, always sanitize and validate user input. Never trust data from a form. Use functions like, and to clean data before saving or displaying it. Secure handling of user input is essential for safe web applications. Dynamic sites need to store data. Enter MySQL. PHP connects to MySQL using MySQLi or PDO. PDO is flexible and works with many databases. To connect, create a new PDO object with your database info. Always use a try-catch block to handle connection errors gracefully. Use prepared statements to prevent SQL injection, write queries with placeholders, bind variables, and execute. This keeps your database secure from malicious input. Storing and retrieving data with PHP and MySQL is the backbone of interactive web apps. Ready to level up? Write clean, readable code, use clear variable names and keep functions focused. Learn object-oriented programming, OOP, organize code into classes and objects for better structure and reusability. Explore frameworks like Laravel for faster, more secure development. Use Composer to manage third-party libraries and dependencies. Composer makes it easy to add features and keep your code organized. These tools and practices are standard in professional PHP development. You've learned the PHP basics. Now practice. Build small projects, a contact form, a to-do list, anything to apply what you've learned. Debugging is key. Read error messages and search for solutions online. The official PHP docs at php.net are your best resource. For deeper learning, try Laracast or YouTube tutorials. Master the basics before jumping into frameworks. Understand how the web works, HTTP, client-server, and databases. Keep building and learning and you'll become a confident PHP developer. Thanks for watching. See you next time.